I know, honey. Huh? That's a ladder to reach the books that you can't reach. Yeah. Okay. Are you going back? Oh, wow. You love it? Yes, honey. Yes. You want to read a book? You can pick one out. Sis, why don't you put that one back? Aren't you getting the My Little Pony book? Why don't you go put that one back?
You go buy whatever one you want.
That one you're gonna get Spider-Man?
Yeah, Spider-Man is
Miles Morales.
Dad, it's for a Spider-Man, not a Spider-Man.
Read it. Want to read it? See if you like it. You know this is the one you want. Miles Morales seems to have an ordinary life, live with my family and went to school and did a lot of homework. That was until I was bitten by a spider. I passed out, and when I woke up, I could stick to walls. Crazy. I can make some amazing leaps.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Samantha Winona. This is Winona Reads. So today I have a mini book haul. So last weekend I had done an Instagram poll where I asked, sorry, I just got a weather report. I had done an Instagram poll where I asked where we should go to date night, what I should wear, and then which bookstore we should visit and what I should buy. And we did have a date night, but I didn't film any of it because it was kind of a mess. The bookstore that I had planned to go to was closing early, and then the place that we wanted to eat wasn't taking reservations because it was like Valentine's weekend and like all this stuff. So I just ended up like skipping it. We did our own thing and went bowling after with some friends. So I wanted to like make a point to do some of it as far as like the bookstore and stuff this weekend. So we took the kids to the bookstore that was chosen, which was Market Block Books in Troy. So I have a little bit of footage from that. We have a kid's birthday party to go to later. So I wanted to show the books that I picked and then do a little bit of a reading vlog later tonight after the birthday party. And then next weekend I'm excited because we're going to Lake Placid. We have a little cabin that we reserved, so the whole family is going up there just to have like a cozy kind of weekend. Kind of some big news. Yesterday was my last day of work for working for the company I've worked for almost 6 years. It's a very weird feeling, but I'm excited for the next chapter of things to begin. I'm really not going to get into much detail about what I am pursuing after this, but I am excited. It's a lot of helping others and also a way to spend more time with my own kids. So I'm super excited. I don't even know. I think the last couple of years I've been just work, not really taking much vacation time, and like that habit of kind of saving, you know, all of your time and, you know, not really like taking days for yourself or anything like that, and just like really, I think, started to weigh on me like mentally. And so I ended up giving them a month's notice. And then I started taking some days, like half days here and there for myself, for the kids, and it was such a good idea, and I am ready for the next venture. Anyway, let's get into the books I picked. So I picked out 2, 4, 5 books, and one of my sons also picked out Spider-Man. They're like newly obsessed. So let's get started. That bookstore is really cute. They have 3 locations. They have one in Saratoga, one in Troy, and one in Stuyvesant Plaza. And a few of them have, I think the one in Saratoga does a lot of like author events. I haven't been to any because I haven't known any of the authors. I think they're like older, like generation, like stuff that I haven't read or like seen really on the shelves, but or probably like local author kind of thing. They're so cute because they give you a free bookmark in every book that you buy. And then I got the free bag because I spent over $100, of course. Anyway, it was a treat to myself for being done with work. Anyway, so yes, 5 books, and the first one that I picked up I have not seen. So actually, let me backtrack. The Instagram post that I did, the poll, it was for the bookstore. So it was either the Stuyvesant Plaza bookstore or this one. So we picked this one. It was, should I get 1 or 2 books? Obviously I got more, but I did get 2 books. They were fiction. That was what was picked, was fiction, and then ones that are not well known. This one is the first one. This is a signed short story, never before, it says on the back, never before in print. So that's pretty cool. So this is by Amor Tolls. You have arrived at your destination. Oh, look at that. Okay, so I was really excited when I saw this because they had like a little short story area like right in the front door, and not only did I not know that he wrote short stories, I did read The Gentleman in Moscow and I loved it. And then I just ordered, I don't know where it is, I just ordered the oh my gosh, what is that? There's one about like 1920s New York City. I just ordered that one. I can't think of the name. I'll put a picture up of it, but I just ordered that one because I did love The Gentleman in Moscow so much. I figured this is such a cute short story collection. 100 pages on the dot. It is a near future science fiction story. When Sam's wife first tells him about Vitech, a 21st century fertility lab, he sees it as a natural step in trying to help their future child get a leg up in the competitive world. But he considers the lives that this child could lead. Definitely interested. I just love his writing, so when I saw it, I thought that's interesting, and it's only 100 pages, so plus it's signed, and I loved signed stuff. The next one is another short story collection, and it was actually, they were literally like this on the shelf, and I was like, okay. It is by the same author as The Shadow of the Wind, which I haven't read, but I know it's like highly praised and is also on my TBR. But this is The City of Mist by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. This was about, it just says a combination of compelling mysteries, gothic atmosphere reminiscent of his beloved Cemetery of Forgotten Books quartet. And I think this author actually passed away. Yeah, so this is the collection that he conceived right before his untimely death. He passed away in June 2020. So this is his final book, so I just feel like it's worth a read. It's short and maybe a good like segue into The Shadow of the Wind and his other stuff. So those were definitely 2 fictions that haven't really been praised. So I figured that would be a good start. Even though they're short story, I feel like still. The next one, I've only seen a couple people read, so I am considering this as not like praised. I haven't seen it on like a lot of, you know, booktubers or Instagrams or anything like that, and I don't have TikTok. Anyway, this one is 50 Words for Rain by Asha Lemmy. And this is, I think it's a dual time, like or dual, not dual perspective, but dual timelines. Like I think it goes back and forth maybe. A mother leaves her daughter, and I think it's the daughter story of finding out more about her mom, why she left. It says she's a child of a married Japanese aristocrat and her African-American GI lover. Nori is an outsider from birth. Her grandparents take her in, only to conceal her, fearful of a stain on the royal pedigree. So that sounds really good. And I know there is one Instagram account that I follow. I'll link it below because I can't think of the name off the top of my head. But they recently read that and said it was 5 stars for them, I think 4 or 5 stars. So it definitely sounds like something I would like. And then this one is the other one that I'm considering. Definitely. I haven't seen this anywhere. It was kind of like not hidden in the shelf, but there was only 1 copy. And I was kind of looking for covers I haven't seen or titles that didn't sound familiar, and this one kind of just stuck out to me. So this is called 3 Rooms by Joe Hamya, and this is a pretty short, it's only 2 pages, or 2 pages, 200 pages. A piercing howl of a novel about one young woman's endless quest for an apartment of her own and the aspirations and challenges faced by the millennial generation as it finds its footing in the world. So it's kind of the different places that she's maybe trying to feel like home. It incorporates like the politics of the world and how culture is changing and everything. And I haven't had too many stories like that, so I'm interested to see where that goes. I don't think I've read something like that before. And then the last book I picked, there were so many of them just stacked up on the shelf, and I kept looking at it and I'm like, I shouldn't, maybe I should, I shouldn't, maybe I should, maybe I'll do it later. I just decided to get it because we were there, why not? Now, when I brought it up to the register, the woman at the checkout was, you know, going through the stacks and said, oh, this is a great author, oh, this is a great author, this is a good book. And then when it came to this book, she said, this is something I have heard a lot about, but I don't know if it's for me. And I said, I think it's going to be intriguing. I'm not even gonna say anything more. This is The House of Leaves by Mark Danielewski. This was definitely a purchase because of Books and Lala. I saw that they did like a whole what is it called? Like, it was like a book club pick, I think, for last year, I want to say. But I feel like everyone who reads this, even if they like have different interpretations, they always say it's really good. So I want to give it a try. I don't know if I will get to it as fast, or maybe if I will leave it for like after summer kind of and do like a, because I think it is twisted, not like horror, I could be wrong, but it's definitely twisted and like psychological. I am interested to see what it is. So it's a book about a book who finds its way into the hands of older generations, who not only found themselves in those strangely arranged pages, but also discovered a way back into the lives of their estranged children. Yeah, that sounds crazy. So yeah, a book about a book, and it is very different as far as what's the word I'm looking for? Its structure. It's just, I don't know. I'm just so intrigued, and I want to see what everyone's talking about. So this one definitely is something that has been talked about a lot, but I wanted to give that a try. So these are all the picks, and I will let you know what I think. If you've read any of these, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Yeah, I hope you have a good weekend and keep reading.